It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Sherrill. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for space, it's Alexander. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the shotgun, the inside give. Collisions and power on display. For all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with this receiver.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Makes the grab. It's Barnett. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Hard running there. Across the 45. Turns it on down the left side. Tag. Touchdown, Vandy. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
There are simply not a lot of tight ends that have the athleticism and have the speed that this guy has. He is making game-changing plays, not just catching the ball, but now taking pitches on option plays, the distance, house call. How is this guy a tight end? This is a highlight you're going to be seeing over and over this season.
And he's going to bring it out. And he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The play-action fake. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! Discards him with the stiff arm. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Now improvising. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Commodores! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I'll tell you, You're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stowers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got a man. It's Stowers. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Bearcats! The defense takes matters into its own hands. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A third down try for the offense. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Throwing right. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Bearcats line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Trying the left side. Fights off a defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The screen. He's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Creates a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here we go. To the air, it's Sorsby. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Trying to bully their way in. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football.
He's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. Got room to work. Smashes through the tackle. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Lots of room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, little.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He breaks a tackle. Finds a little space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Bearcats! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now this offense will take the field again. To the air, it's Pavia. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On the run, it's Newberry. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush is on him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Shows him the stiff arm. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. To the air, it's Pavia. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
He's got it, 1st down and more. There he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires downfield. Finds his man. It's Caldwell. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.